I have got a few more buttons to press. Good morning on YouTube and on Facebook. Got a few moments before we get started, so get yourself with your mat and your props, and I will see you on the mat in a second while I finish off these final couple of things I have to do. And all right, I think I've done them all now. Got green lights, green lights, green lights. Good morning. Heading onto the mat, arriving on your seat, finding your way into your version of a comfortable seat, cross legs. I like to elevate the hips so that I have a little bit more space for the knees to lower beneath the pelvis, the hips. Today's practice will be seated primarily, Kundalini, Kriya, Pranayama, and a little bit of movement. We will get up and move a little bit, but for those of you that have been with me for a while will know that I have a broken toe, which I'm recovering from, and that is doing quite well. But I've also got, at the moment, a virus called shingles, which is a re-emergence of the chickenpox virus in adults, and it is quite painful. So I've had a couple of days off, but I am back ready to practice. So if you would like to join me, we're about to begin. Get yourself on your mat in a comfortable position, cross legs, and take a moment to settle yourself down and then begin to close your eyes and just let a few breaths come and go. Just let them be like a beautiful metronome, pulsing with the rhythm of the movement of the diaphragm. Welcoming in the breath from the atmosphere around you. If you're like me, it could feel a little cool, a little fresh. And then notice how the breath, as it exits the body, is warmed by your internal universe, your Agni and your fire, that little furnace. And in order to keep that furnace burning bright, we need the breath. The oxygen stokes that fire. So just let your little Agni furnace warm you internally here for a few moments. I invite you here to take your awareness from the soles of your feet up through the legs, the pelvis, the torso, the shoulders, the arms, and the head, and recognize how your body feels, the physical body. Perhaps you can recognize emotion, energy in motion, in areas where it might feel like it's stuck. You could feel a negative awareness. But in areas where you feel freedom and flow, that could feel like positive charges. And so with energy in motion inside of us, our emotion, notice how we harbor and hang on to some of that negative. And it creates blockages, creates stoppages. So today's practice is an uplifting encouragement to shift the negative, to move it away, and allow the flow of positive energy and vibration to harmonize in your body and encourage your body to move in the direction of more vitality, more prosperity, more abundance, more happiness, more joy. Just let everything soften for these final moments here. Cultivating that deep sense of awareness from the fabric of your skin into the contours of your muscles, into the web of your nerves. And take your hands up and high, wide to the ceiling on an inhale breath. Reach up, rise up together. Fill the body with the positivity of that new breath. And with your exhale, melt stress and fatigue away as you come through to heart center, Namaskar Mudra, chin to chest. We'll begin with an Om. You're welcome to join in or let the sound reverberate around you. Inhale to prepare. Continuing to cultivate your Agni, your fire. Rub the hands together and create friction. Positivity in that charge of electricity that pulsates between the hands now as you rub as fast and hard as you wish, developing that warmth. And once that radiance reaches a point at which you feel you can absorb it, place your hands over your eyes and welcome the nourishment inwards. Feel that warmth. And then as you start to peel your hands away, start to open your eyes and arrive in your space. Lower the left hand down onto your knee and take a moment to prepare for your breath of fire. I was just checking my audio, I beg your pardon. I had a few messages on the TikTok, I beg your pardon. So let's just come back to this seat as we begin to find our Nadi Shodhana breath. You can take your left hand into peace finger, your index finger and thumb coming to touch, or place the hand on the knee. Your peace fingers of your right hand are at your third eye. That's your third eye awareness there, Agya Chakra. Take a moment to just close your eyes and draw a couple of breaths in through the nose and out through the nose as we prepare here, and I'll explain how we do it. We'll close the right nostril with the thumb and we'll open through the left. You'll then close the left nostril, open the right, and with a snap in and up of your belly button, you'll exhale forcefully. That breath is the breath that will cultivate the sense of fire. Then you'll reclose the right nostril and re-inhale through left. So we go left in, exhale right on the first round before I provide that opportunity to switch it up. So let's find our seat. Erect spine, tone of the belly buttons, grounded through sit bones. Close right nostril, inhale left. Close left nostril, exhale right with that forcefulness. Out your right nostril, close right nostril, inhale left. Close left nostril, exhale right. So keep that moving now at your own pace. Your eyes can be open or focused on the horizon, pulsing that belly button in and up to create a snap inwards and upwards. Last few here. Now open both nostrils, inhale deeply, and exhale fully. Now we switch it up. Close your left nostril, inhale right. Close right nostril, exhale left. Then close the left, inhale right. And move through that now. Moving with the pace that serves you. Moving with the vigorousness that starts to create that warmth and that energy within you. And the last few here. Open both nostrils, Breathe in deeply and then lower the right hand down, and just take a moment to recognize how that cleansing breath starts to shine the skull free of that negativity, free of the blockages, and it begins the journey of the Shakti energy, the Kundalini energy lifting within us. We'll now bring ourselves into some third eye awareness with the hands in Namaskar Mudra, so prayer-like position. And using your thumbs, you press the thumbs into the area you would recognize as your third eye, and you slightly lift the chin. So the area is roughly between your eyebrows, and we call it your eyebrow center. With the eyes closed, we'll create our breath of fire technique here, where it's the exhale forcefully through the nose and the inhale is passive. But with the eyes closed, I'd like you to bring your awareness to the Agya chakra, the third eye. Tune into the clairvoyance, tune into the wisdom, tune into the mysticism of this part of our body as we ignite that energy and lift it inside of us through the Shakti awareness. Let's go. Inhale. Keep it going. Keep that navel center pumping, Manipura chakra igniting, the furnace starting to burn, the transformation starting to shift, and the awareness via the eyes rolled back in the head and they're closed up towards the third eye. Move into a point at which it becomes uncomfortable, it becomes difficult, and there is resistance. And meet that resistance with the friction of your practice and shift some of those blockages. Last few. Lower the hands down. Keep the eyes closed and roll them up towards the third eye behind the eyelids. And notice how the awareness has shifted. The brain feels lighter. The head feels more spacious. As we take a moment just to welcome in that skull cleansing activity of those practices and the awareness that the third eye cultivates, for that ability to tune into the vibrational senses and awarenesses around us. This final one is Agni Sar, and I'll get you to open your eyes. So this is about inhales and exhales with retention. So as we inhale, we retain the breath. There is no navel center pumping of exhaling. It's like this. We inhale, and then we pump. So it's a silent pump, and that pump is the bellow that is activating the Manipura chakra. And then we exhale, and that's the expiration away of negativity, cleansing our auric field. And then we find another silent pump there. So there's no noise, it's all silent. But it's the expiration and the retention where the effort begins to be aware, and you begin to cultivate it. So we'll do 7 navel pumps. That's probably about enough, but you could go to 11 or 21, up to you. So let's practice around together. So inhale through your nose, and then pump the navel with no sound, no exhale, 7 times. Once that 7 has finished, exhale it out. Exhale it out and pump 7. Inhale, pump. Exhale, pump. This technique is difficult. It is requiring exhales and inhales to be retained, and then the pump. So let's continue through this with the difficulty. If you make a mistake, it's okay. If you muddle it up, don't worry. Agni Sa. Exhale. Pump. Inhale. Pump. Exhale. Pump. It's difficult. Inhale. Pump. Exhale. Pump. 5 rounds on your own. It gets harder and harder to find the pump from my experience. So continue for a few rounds. The difficulty is in staying, in practicing, in trying, in seeing the shift. Last round together. Pump. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale. Pause. Recognize how in the solar plexus, the solar channel, the energy of Manipura chakra, the vibration from the abdominals and the musculature that we know as that vibrant and pulsating rhythm of the obliques, of the transverse, and of the rectus abdominis. Feel into that musculature now. Now let's move through some more pranayama techniques. Interlace your fingers behind your head as you proud the chest and ground the sit bones and soften the shoulders. Twist to the right, inhale through nose, and then twist to the left with an O shape out the mouth. Exhale. So twist to the right, inhale through nose, and twist to the left, exhale. You can be as forceful, you can be as fast as you like. Your eyes are now open and they're shifting across the horizon, allowing you to move into this point at which we call shunya. And shunya is this void where you stop recognizing the thinking body and you begin to notice that spaciousness provided by the moving body awareness of Kundalini. So let's move. The forcefulness of your exhale will cultivate a sense of dizziness, a sense of shunya, and allow that to happen. But feel grounded through your sit bones. Recognize where you are and feel comfortable that you are here now with this breath. Move. Last few in this direction. Nice work. Stay to the left and inhale left. Exhale right. Hands down onto your knees. Close your eyes and just absorb. Take awareness to the pelvic floor and Muladhara chakra. Tone the pelvic floor muscles on. Bring your awareness to the pelvis and recognize Swadhisthana chakra as we're moving up from earth to water, and then finally arriving in solar plexus, Manipura chakra, and the fire element. Notice how those 3 base chakras are starting to align as Shakti shifts, rises, and starts their spinning in equilibrium in vitality and vibrancy. Let's activate that area of our body now with some recitation of our seed sound for those three: earth, water, and fire, being lum, vum, and rum. As you do so, tone, recognize, lift, and lengthen, and then exhale. So inhale, prepare. Lum, vum, and rum. Hold, and then exhale. 5 like that. Lum, pelvic floor on. Vum, noticing the pelvis, and rum, core muscles engaged. Then release. 4 more on your own. Lum, vum, rum. Lum, vum, rum. Lum, vum, rum. Lum, vum, rum. Final one. Lum, vum, and rum, and release. Take a moment. Activation, awareness, rising and shifting. Hands at the fingers spread wide, cactus at your elbows, and widen the collarbones. Shiva Shakti Kriya here. As you twist to your right, you recite as loud as you can in your space. Shiva, you can yell it if you like. And then as you twist to the left, Shakti. So Shiva, the omniscient, omnipresent, all-pervasive awareness. And then as you shift to the left, Shakti. Even though you may never have heard her make a sound, you recognize her in the flow of the river, of the sound of the birds, and the beat in your heart. So Shiva, everything. Shakti, the spark of life. Shiva, Shakti, Shiva, Shakti, Shiva, Shakti, Shiva, Shakti, Shiva. Shakti, Shiva, Shakti, Shiva, Shakti. Eyes are open. Get weird, get different, get unusual. Allow this practice to help move you in the direction of more, away from that small self attitude that society likes to create and re-narrate to us as a daily practice of that expression of our small self. So move, shift, expand, and move in the direction of more. Shiva, Shakti, 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 Shiva. Keep this Kundalini activation and awareness rising as Shakti rises within you, moving through and penetrating all of those limiting beliefs, smashing them away. Recognize that divine feminine and allow it to lift, to move in the direction of more. Shakti, Shiva, 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 Shakti, Shiva. Keep the hands where they are. Just take a moment and feel into the warmth in the shoulders. Recognize the difficulty and how you showed up there, allowing yourself to move in the direction of more. Bend your elbows, draw them in towards the sides of your body. Keep the 3 middle fingers pointing upwards and pretend to bring the pinky finger and thumb to touch. You've created a little trident. It's Shiva's trident here. And with a 2-part inhale, draw positivity inwards as you twist the hands so that the fingers point towards the heart. And then exhale, breath it away with 2 parts, removing negativity. Shh, shh, away. So it's inhale, 2 parts, exhale, shh, shh, away. So inhale, exhale, shh, 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 shh. And close your eyes, roll them up towards the 3rd eye, and pour and breathe and move with this Kriya. Shh, 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 shh. Last few. Shh. pause there. Take a moment, take a breath. And then from this expression, elbows in close to the body and create a mitten mudra with the hands. So the fingers come to touch and the thumbs are there as well. So we extend the right arm out on an inhale breath. And then we draw it back in and allow it to sort of slap against your side body, which squeezes the lymph, squeezes out all of the stuff that blocks up inside of us. And then we'll do it on the other side with the exhale breath, and it goes shh out to the left, yeah, and then draws it back in. So inhale, shh, 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 shh. Roll the eyes up to the third eye and move like this for a minute or more. Let's go. Last few. Arms long, wide through the collarbones, lengthen. Hug the thumbs in, hold the fingers over the top, ground through the sit bones, widen the collarbones, ego conqueror. Stay with me. Focus on the horizon. Breathe here. Cultivating the awareness of Muladhara, earth element, then Svadhisthana, water element, and then the third chakra there, Manipura, and that is going to help us to maintain this position, to feel into the field of gravity, noticing how it bears down upon us and rising against it with positivity. As Shakti would inside of us, the same thing you can do here. Express yourself wide, lengthen and erect through the spine, holding here for another 10 breaths. Drishti, focus on the horizon. Just try easy for a few cycles, right? Just try and recognize that when you put all of the effort there, when you think it's all too hard, that's when the ego drops away, because that is trying to distract you, and you're recognizing on the horizon that you're moving in that direction. You're moving in the direction of more. You're moving in the direction of positivity. Prosperity, joy, kindness. Kindness to yourself especially. Kindness to others, because it's a renewable resource, kindness and love. The more we allow it to permeate from a deep and cultivated sense of kindness and love for ourselves, it reflects back at us. The ego has a very good way of distorting the image of the reflection back at us. As we lower the hands down, bring them onto your knees and just take a moment. Feel into the warmth in your shoulders. Feel into the value of conquering that particular pose. Well done. Thank you for all the love, by the way. I'm pretty sure that's Bree, but I appreciate it so much. Thanks for this. We'll take one more seated Kriya today, and then I'm going to move us out into the world today. It's going to be a completely seated practice, and we'll stick to roughly our half an hour. And it's one of my favorite Kriyas, which is our cleansing, removing the auric field of negativity around us. So as we take the arms up, we inhale on 3 parts as we draw the elbows in towards us and create a fist. So we go, and they come in, and then we go shh, 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 and we press the crap away. We get rid of it. We remove those obstacles. We remove the blockages. We remove the stickiness. This is the best Kriya, just to give you a chance to encourage you to move and in the direction of more. So let's go. Shh, shh, shh. Shh, shh, shh. Shh, shh, shh. if you're looking for a Kundalini practice that you can do for a couple of minutes on your own, somewhere quiet, this is it. This is the rock star, if you ask me. This is the one that helps me to feel that positivity around me, to cleanse the auric field, to cleanse my physical body of those blockages. Let's go for another 30 seconds. Get powerful, get forceful in that exhale. Let it cleanse you, let it shift you, let it remove that which doesn't serve you anymore. All of those lessons, thanks for them. However difficult it is to recognize that they taught you something, and as hard as it is, just get them away from you, get them off you. You don't need to carry them. Let's do 10 more. Permission to let go. Next time your arms go up, keep them up. Close your eyes, widen the collarbones, ground through your sit bones. And I hope from your recognition, from the soles of your feet, you can feel the warmth in your legs. You can recognize how Shakti has awoken from the pelvic bowl. She's risen, she's awoken your awareness to her, and that exploration of the vastness. You know, we get kept in our lane by society, by relationships, by family, by all sorts of things, education, yeah? But Shakti suggests, like your arms are right now, that your lane is the universe. It's expansive. Be big, be bold, be large, be exciting. Lower the hands down onto your knees. Take a moment here just to close down your eyes. Today's practice ended up being entirely seated. As I said before, and I think a couple of you know, I've got a broken toe, and I've also got shingles, which is a virus caused by the chicken pox reemergence, and it's a little bit uncomfortable. So I'm just going to stay where I am today, closing down our eyes and thanking our beautiful bodies. Remind ourselves that we're so fortunate, we're so lucky to have these incredible vessels, and in that process to have discovered the yoga practice and to recognize how it's science and a technology. Importantly, it's a technology that you can use to help yourself move in the direction of more. So bring your hands to your heart center, draw the chin towards your chest, and recognize the light within me salutes and honors the light within you. We do so with the beautiful hymn, Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. And may my actions, may my words, may my presence be a way for others to discover their own freedom as well. Om Shanti, 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 which means peace, peace, peace. Hari Om Tat Sat. This is the truth. Chin to chest. Namaste. Have a great day. Thanks for your practice today. Thanks for showing up and joining me. Still not 100%, so happy just to be back on the mat. You might keep your eyes out on the schedule. I might do a yin class this afternoon because it's always nice just to have a very grounding practice, especially when you don't feel 100%. I am starting to turn the corner, but nonetheless, it's still one of those things. But thanks so much for all the love and the appreciation. I thoroughly enjoy our practices together. And feel free to catch the recording on YouTube or on Facebook. Have a wonderful day, and I will head on out to the rest of my day now as well. Now let me see what we've got. Well done to you. Yes, I know it's been one of those days. I'm not in too much pain, Brie. It's more discomfort. Yeah, just really uncomfortable and yucky. But also here in Bowral, it is absolutely freezing. I don't know what it's like everywhere else for you, but it is so cold at the moment. I heard it snowed in Victoria yesterday, so that's snow in Australia in the summer. So there you go. So humid in Queensland, bored of it. Yeah, isn't it always humid in Queensland though? It is generally very humid in Sydney as well. I'm not far from Sydney, but I'm in the elevation, so I'm about 800 meters or thereabouts, which means it gets very cold in winter.